The distinguished alumni at the University of Central Oklahoma looks like Jack Evans. He had graduated from UCO with a degree in finance. He went into banking. From there, I guess he wanted to search out his entrepreneurial desires, and he went into the paint business, and he owned and operated a paint company. And so he did that for years. And then he sold the company and got into real estate, and that's when I met Jack. Something was different about Jack than any of my other customers, and that was his acumen and his sense of finance. I went back to Dr. Randall Ice, who was my boss at that time and chair of the finance department, and I said, hey, I'm working with this really talented guy named Jack Evans. And I told him what we were doing, and he said, well, David, I think I know Jack Evans. Now, Dr. Ice kept a 5x7 card on every student he's ever taught. So he went to his file cabinet. Sure enough, he pulls out a card on Jack Evans. And he says, David, he said, Jack Evans's term paper was the best, even today, that I've ever seen in my life. I said, that's no surprise. Come to find out, Jack was like the top in the finance class, graduated with honors from UCO. So he took his talent, he took his expertise, and that knack for numbers, he took that and he got into the home building business. And he's just done great with Timbercraft Homes. He's just been very successful at it. Jack's a real rags to riches story. He and Jay, his brother, grew up in a home with deaf parents. They grew up in poverty. And so he didn't have it easy to go to college, so he had to pay his way through college. The good news for Jack is Jack's married to Teresa. And Teresa is a really hard-working woman, supports Jack, always has, and she helped him financially go through school. But he got through school working, Teresa was working, and that's how they got through school. Jack and Teresa have endowed a scholarship, and one of the criteria for that scholarship is just that they're a non-traditional student working their way through school. So it just exemplifies what Jack did. And by naming it after Teresa, I think it's giving homage to her for playing a role in him getting through school. His attitude is just to help others to have the success that he has, and I think that he gets pleasure out of seeing others succeed.